Hey guys, White Rabbit, White Rabbit, White Rabbit. It's March 1st, and I don't know if you guys know who Richard Blade is, but he used to DJ a station here in California called K Rock, and I grew up on that station. So my SoCal people know what station I'm talking about. They later on went to Kevin and Bean. Kevin and Bean were the morning show for years and years. And then I think they both left. Bean went and lived on some island off of Seattle or something like that, and Kevin was still there. And then they got rid of Kevin like last year. So Kevin and Bean are no longer at K Rock, and it's kind of changed. And everybody listens to XM now anyway. So, but Richard Blade is on XM. He's on First Wave, which is out here. It's channel 33. Anyway, it's March 1st, and I just wanted to talk about goals. And I mentioned this at the end of last year, where I made a New Year's resolution, or I made goals last year to ride a century ride every month and do that throughout 2021. So I failed to do that. I ended up getting 5 different months where I did my century ride, and then 3 months where I did like 80 plus rides. But it was a total of, I think, 8 or 9 long distance rides, with only 5 of them being full century, full 100-mile rides. So it's March 1st. I need to do a century this month. I did my century for January and for February. And so the reason I'm bringing up goals and bringing up that is I like to challenge myself. As you guys know, I'm a pretty driven person. I like using technology. I like challenging myself with tech. I showed you this before. Sorry about the camera angles, but this is my Polar Vantage V2. And I've gone through several different Polar watches, and I've got this one now. And you know what the watch does for me, and what tech does for me? It's my accountability partner. We could be accountable, and I wasn't sure if it was recording. We could be accountable and have somebody else be our accountability partner, be your significant other, your husband or your wife. It could be your brother or your sister. It could be your parents. But you know, they're only going to be so accountable. You're only going to be so accountable to them. You can avoid them, and you can avoid anything. But I mean, you could avoid the tech too. A lot of us do avoid the tech. A lot of us actually have tech devices. We have Apple Watches, and we have these apps on our phones, and we have, we have a big calendar on our wall, and we have different things to keep us accountable to a schedule, to a routine, to the goals that you made for the year. And you could ignore it, or you could take accountability for it and take a look at it. So what I do to keep my accountability is, of course, at the end of every month, I kind of summarize and look at my previous month and see, okay, this month I want to do more miles. I want to do more weight training. I want to make sure I drink more water. I want to be cleaner on my diet, less cheat days, less cheat meals. I should say I don't have a whole cheat day. I have a cheat meal. Different things like that to kind of sharpen the tool. But you could do the same thing with an app, with a tech device, with an accountability partner or a person that's going to be, you could either pay somebody, you can have an online coach and pay somebody to be accountable to. It's really up to you, whatever you feel that's going to keep you on target. But at the end of the day, you have to be the person that makes that commitment and makes themselves stay on target. So make your goals, make goals that are accomplishable. Don't make, just horrendous goals that are just way out of your grasp. I mean, everybody has that goal. Okay, I want to be independently wealthy, and I want to be a self-made millionaire by this age, or I want to own a mansion, or I want to fly around the world and go to 10 different countries. You know, those are great goals, but you know, you might have to work your way up to that, unless you were born in I guess you were born into something where those type of goals were already something that maybe your family, you know, gave you access to, and you had some ability to accomplish goals because of your family wealth. So, you know, I'm not a wealthy person. I'm just an everyday Joe. I have a regular working job, but I managed to keep my fitness goals because I really, at the end of the day, no matter what job I have, no matter how much money I earn, that the most wealthy thing I could do for myself is have my health. And you've heard the saying, health is wealth. So I'm going to leave it at that and let you guys think about your goals and staying focused to your goals, and be accountable to yourself. And if you can use tech to assist you with that accountability, that's great. If you can use an accountability partner, that's great. But the bottom line at the end of the day, be accountable to yourself and accomplish your goals. And good luck with that, you guys. And please feel free to make any comments if there's anything I could do to help. You know, I'm not doing this for, oh my gosh, I can't get this. There we go. The camera keeps getting blocked by my glove. Sorry about that. I'm not doing this channel for financial purposes, obviously. I'm doing this channel because I just want to commemorate and have a diary of my different storyline and different days of my life, and look back on it. And I probably look at these videos as much as you guys do, and maybe a year later, 2 years later, whatever, but I enjoy it. So I'm doing this. I'm hoping you guys enjoy it, but it really is meant to kind of just, I feel like I've had a pretty good life, and I'd like to share that with everyone and hopefully influence you to find a way to have a good life for yourself. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and all that stuff.